Revelation 937. From the 30th of May 1939. Truth. Willpower. Bridge through love. Blessed are those who seek strength and salvation in my name and resist all evil influence. All spirit is alive through the will to serve me, and so it recognizes the deep value of truth and its eternal existence. For what comes to you as my word, can never ever pass away. For my word is truly eternal life. Amen. By virtue of the willpower, which man calls his own, it is possible for him to stand in fullest truth, but he must also desire it from the deepest heart and in all fullness, and then let this desire become active through the will. He must do everything himself that paves the way to truth. He must establish the connection with God, as the eternal truth himself. And he must prove himself worthy to receive the truth from the hand of God. He must also do everything that can lead to the expansion of his knowledge by placing himself at the disposal of the highest God being to receive his will, his word, and thus the eternal truth, in order to make it accessible to mankind again. For the Lord of heaven and earth always and at all times wants to give strength, comfort and help to his creatures, and this through his word. He remembers mankind unceasingly in love and expresses this love through the giving of his word. And for this he needs free will devoted earthly children, who act as mediators between him and mankind, who offer themselves to him and completely submit to his will. And through the love of this earthly child a bridge is built, and the Lord descends to the people in infinite love, inclines himself lovingly to them, gives pure truth, and thus turns the hearts of the people to him. He draws to himself with gentle love those who longingly stretch out their hands to him. He soothes their pain, comforts them in suffering. He lets them see into his kingdom by instructing them and informing them of his work and activity, both on earth and in the hereafter, and thus increases their love for him. For he who desires the truth, also hears the quiet call of the eternal deity. He follows it and lets himself be grasped by the loving Father's hand. The soul hesitates at times, but the spirit in it recognizes the truth, and thousands of angels keep watch that the soul of a truth-loving child does not go astray. For the will is power in itself, and where the will turns to the divinity, the still weak soul will find support and thus be able to resist if it is threatened by danger on human or earthly side. Just a quiet supplication to be led the right way, gives protection from any error, and so, they are instructed uninterruptedly in the truth, who desire such and offer themselves to God the Lord for the service for the suffering mankind who walk in darkness of spirit. The soul certainly suspects the right way, but in its inexperience, it often hesitates to make use of the received messages, and therefore remains doubtful and uncertain until help comes to it in the form of most intimate prayer, which man sends to the Father for clarity and recognition of truth. Then it will become light and bright in him, and he will be able to distinguish most clearly the teachings of heaven from the teachings of the world. Amen.